Okay, NT8 mom signal strat, have it turned on. It's all set up, waiting for the US cash session open. At that point, going forward can take signals, very active overnight session period, as you can see. Some selling, the chop to part of the EU markets open, and then very significant sell-off. This is pre-market action, so we're coming into the opening of the US cash session open. So basically, what I'll be doing is I'll be watching the P&L per 150K account. I'd like to see at least 700. So when I see that, even though the automated strategy, if it's still running, at any point, I could go ahead and just flatten out the trade. Of course, we do have on-off button for the strategy, flatten button. Okay, so it's just taking a short trade here out of the US cash session hours, and acceleration of the price action. So we're in long and short mode, so we can take trades in both directions. We have an initial stop very near the signal. We've had some movement in our intended direction, and now the automated strategy has moved the stop to break even plus. So I'm basically just watching the P&L. If I'm going for like 700 a day per 150K account, you could go for 400 a day, 300 a day. It's up to you. We're in a free trade. We're not going to lose anything on this trade because the initial push down got us to our break-even plus threshold. That's all adjustable. I've shown it in prior videos. Okay, we just got blipped out. We basically didn't make any money. Okay, we just got a second momentum burst signal, meaning there's a certain amount of activity within the price pattern. The way the market moved in a linear fashion, just like it did here, has to do with the way that the price moves, and also, there has to be a certain amount of uptick downtick bias to cause the price pattern that we're looking for, and we use the AIQ1 indicator to catalog and look for these price patterns to then target them with these square signals. Now, you can make these signals more responsive, more sensitive. Everything's fully adjustable. So the indicator, which I've shown in many videos before at the Grid Algo YouTube channel, there's a lot of access of adjustability within the MOM signals or momentum burst signals. Okay, so we'll stand by. We'll see what we get here. But basically, if we lift, push up above this pivot, backfill some of this sell-off area, then I'll be watching mainly the P&L. And now if we get a push and we're sitting around 600, 7-ish, and we're back and forth, and I start getting some Dodger blue dots, a lot of times I might just turn the strategy off, blip out some of the trade, maybe take like 3 of the 5 contracts out, leave 2 on, tighten up stop, adjust the profit target, and go from there. But we're already up to, we're touching the 500s and so on. So any like little linear push here, I'll go ahead and move this down to about the 2000 level up, put me well over the $700 amount. Okay, so standing by, we're pushing 500s, 600s, and I could hit the flatten button at any moment on any one of these pushes if I see the P&L exceed 700, or I can just let the trade play out. Now, I would tend to just let the trade play out when I'm running the strategy where I have the trail stop mechanism turned on, where the stop then trails from its break even. But in this case, we're getting a really nice push out of the open, and there we are. We're well over 700, and I'll hit the flatten button, and we conclude at 734. So that was a one and done right out of the US cash session open. So in the end, you can optimize the strategy to let it run for a while throughout the day, or you can optimize the strategy the way I do to go just target getting a daily profit objective. So, operate it on one account, get your daily profit objective, and then have trade copier mechanisms copying out that activity to additional prop accounts. Okay, let me show one more thing here real quick. So some of the thought about the daily profit objective is minimize your exposure to the market, try to get done as quick as you can each day, and progress over perfection. Now, you don't have to trade the strategy this way. You can run it on other optimized settings where you leave it, let it run, and make more. That's totally up to you. Here we go. We just got another signal. So that's another thing. Once you do hit your daily profit objective, you definitely would want to turn the strategy off and then go ahead and make sure that the strategy is no longer enabled. You can basically disable it from the chart and then, continue your trade day, watching what the market's doing, but at least know that you've finished your trading for that particular day as far as your P&L goes. So usually I'm kind of, if I'm not like, shooting a film, it's like right away. As soon as I get my daily profit objective, I hit the flat button, I'll go turn it off. So that way I can't get triggered into any other trades. So yeah, I'll let it run here a bit and we'll see what happens. But yeah, one and done today, getting my daily profit objective with the MOM strategy. That's part of the Algo IQ program. Now we have more information on the pricing and everything at the Grid Algo YouTube channel. If you have any questions, you can just send an email to info@gridalgo.com. So standing by here, and we'll see what happens with this trade. Okay, we'll hit flat, then we'll turn it off. And we're sitting, just above 700 on the day. So anyhow, you never know, the market could keep running, but I've got my daily profit objective. I'm done. And that's one of the ways that you can use the fully automated strategy. So I currently have a 2-platform offer for the tools on both NT8 and Quantower, or you can just have the tools on one platform, totally up to you. So yeah, if you have any questions, info@gridalgo.com, and I'll be putting up more videos on different ways to run the MOM strat, which is basically short for momentum, or we're capturing a certain unique price pattern that the AIQ1 indicator can spot and identify through. We're looking at 3 different combinations of items in the price action other than just some linear price movement. It's kind of about trade speed. It's about uptick, downtick bias. It's about, just overall how the price plays out for the MOM signal to then trigger. So there you have it. Automated trading with Algo IQ program and the NT8 MOM signal strat. Talk to y'all later.